Hey guys, and welcome back to Rimworld. This is a very familiar screen if you've watched episode 1. If you haven't watched episode 1, I highly suggest watching 1 to 4. That was our first colony and it totally imploded on itself. And that's something I really love about Rimworld is Rimworld, another colony or... colony is a good word for it. Colony simulators, whether they be things like Dwarf Fortress, or Hearth and Stone, or No Moria, or any of those things, some better than others, they have this way of making any condition fun. Whether it's losing or winning, it's about the journey, not the destination, and you get some really fantastic stories out of games like these, especially Rimworld. So, if you haven't already, go back and watch episodes 1 through 4. However, this time we're going to start a new colony, and hopefully I'm not going to roll such terrible characters. So let's get underway. We're going to go with the same setup we did last time. Basically, what I'm trying to get done here is I'm trying to get a basic run through of the most basic setup we can before we get into gimmicky builds. So we're going to go with Crash Landed. We're going to go with Cassandra on Rough. We're going to randomize a little bit. We get Tadashi. We'll go with the largest world we can and we'll generate. And there we have our world. So the process here is that I'm going to try and find somewhere for us to build, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I think we've found the place we'd like to build. So, it's a mountainous temperate forest, and its elevation is 413 meters. It's got an average winter temperature that's nice and toasty at a 12.5 degrees C. It's got an average temperature of 20 degrees C, and its average summer temperature is 27.9 C, which is really hot. We've got granite, limestone, and slate, which is wonderful. Going with a very average place, because that's how we do things around here until we have won. So as usual, we're going to go with the larger of the large and select site. So we're into picking our characters now. This character starts out actually pretty decent. You start with cryosleep sickness. You're 57 years old, which isn't so bad. You're a cult child. You're a Navy scientist, which is funny because you get +8 to research, but you're incapable of intellectual, probably because of cult child. Yeah. Very conflicting background traits there. Background stories. You're neurotic, but you are iron-willed, so that is really good, actually. So you still get plus a minus 10% resistance. Well, plus 10% resistance to mental break threshold, but you do get plus 20% global work speed, and you're a careful shooter, and you start with 7 shooting. You're a good cook, or a decent cook anyway. You're passionate about it, and you're artistic. So you know what? I think we're going to go with Kessa, who we started with, which is wonderful. I'm not even going to roll this one. I've learnt my lesson from the last colony. This person, however, has a stab scar and an old gunshot. This usually means that the character will be under some amount of pain at all times, and there is no way to heal old wounds. You're stuck with them. However, this character is an excellent researcher, is interested in construction, is interested in a lot of things actually, and is excellent with animals. So, again, I don't think we have to re-roll this character. However, you can shoot, you're incapable of none. I mean, this character is pretty great. You're a heat lover, which helps us in this map, and you're iron-willed. I mean, we can't give up on that character either, so, Artyom, compare the roles we have right now. I haven't re-rolled any of these characters so far. Compare that to the roles we had last time, where nearly everyone was completely useless. Go back to episode 1 if you haven't, and just take a look at the difference. So here, we've got somebody who, I mean, she's got to deal with some pain, but I'm sure we can deal with that. You're frail because you're incredibly old. You've got a stab scar. Again, I don't like going with really old characters because they very easily get sick and they can very easily get old age conditions like frail, bad back, amnesia, stuff like that. So, you dislike men and you're lazy. I think we will re-roll one character at the very least. So, 1. Our next character is incapable of skilled labour and hauling. No, we're not doing that again. If we take this character, we get a -15 social development with Elvern Bros Killings, which is this character here. This character's 80 and also frail, so again, not so interested. So I'm going to go again. 2. What about you? You're a prostaphobe, so you won't like having any kind of prosthetics. You're a heat lover and you're psychically deaf. Those are actually pretty good traits except for prostaphobe. You're incapable of intellectual, caring, social, scary, or firefighting. Not so interested in those though. You're an excellent, well, you're a passionate shooter, which means you could be an excellent shot. And you're an excellent, well, again, passionate melee, which means you could be excellent at melee. We have construction and growing. Do we though? Because I think in terms of growing, I think it needs to be level 8 for us to get heal root, which is pretty important. Okay, we're going to reroll this person, which is, I've lost my number. I think I'm going to go with 4 just in case. I'll go with the higher of the 2. Cryo sleep sickness, artery blockage, minor. You're incapable of shooting and melee. You're a researcher and a grower. I mean, we kind of have to take her. She probably will get tired because of the heart condition. But she's the grower we need. And she's not incapable of hauling. She's incapable of cooking, but we have our cook in Kessa, and we have our constructor in Elvin. So this is actually a really good set of characters, I think, to begin with. Really, you are ascetic, which means we need to give you. You remember how Atomic Blom was greedy? Ascetic's the opposite. They will eat simple food only, and if you make them eat nice food, they'll get angry, and they prefer to live in squalor, basically. So we'll stick them in a horrible bedroom, and that's actually useful for us because we don't have to spend as much resources on making this character happy. So, great. So who's coming with me? We'll just go in order. You will be called Rorax. And next, I've already randomly picked out who's coming with me because Atomic Blom and Direwolf had their chance. So 2 of my lovely viewers are going to come along with me, and the people that I randomly got was the man, and this probably won't fit, 8355, yeah, we'll fix that once we get in game, and Stefan Sir, and we'll fix that, Sir Heck, Stefan Sir Heck, I think it's Stefan, or is that Stephen? I'm sorry if I've always understood that spelling as Stefan. Okay, so let's get going. Alright, much like the beginning of our first colony, we have awakened from our cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded ship fall down around you, you start making plans to survive. Great. So where are we landing? Right in the mud? No. That's good. And we started with a doggy, Penelope. And doggy is bonded to the man. Right. First things first, let's fix those names. Character 8554. There you go, the man. And Sir Hick. There we go. We have Rorax, the man, 83554, and Stefan Sirhick with us this time. We'll always have Rorax because, well, that's just me, isn't it? Right. Let's see where we might like to live. This is already looking promising on this left side here. What else do we have as a possibility? This is also excellent, but it does have the edge of the map behind us, which could prove problematic for raids. Also, the middle of the map is quite nice, but we do have two major open spaces on either side. This is a very fertile growing area, which would be nice to claim. We could even go in kind of like here if we wanted to, block off that space. But I think we will go in for this, because I think this is all rich as well. No, that's soil, that's just the shadow of the mountain. Derp. Yeah, alright. We'll go through here, and we'll make a block there, a block here, and a block there, once we get around to them, of course. But we're just planning ahead. Okay. So, guys, we need to unforbid some stuff. Just unforbid it all. There we go. You and our wood landed over here. You have any other forbidden resources laying about? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Yes, we do. There's some metal. Okay. Ah, and there's our meals all the way over there. Thanks, game. Very helpful. I hope you could tell that was sarcastic. Is this granite? Yes, this is granite. This is good. Granite is good. We also have some limestone, which is nice and pretty. But we didn't even get up to stone cutting last time. Well, we got stone cutting, but never got to use it. This colony is going to be a lot more successful than the last one, I can assure you of that. Do we build in here, or do we build in here? I think we build in here just to make the early days faster, and we'll put our crops down in here. Okay. So, as usual. However, this time we're going to have the freezer as part of the Great Hall. Because we have the room for it this time. This will be the freezer. And... whoa, that is not what I wanted. I just tried to Control Z then as well. Okay. And yes, we will take out those corners. Just saving on resources, really. Oh, look at me, centering things. So we have a door in and out there, and we'll have a door in and out there, and that will be our hall. They'll be able to go in here for food. What I might like to do, though, is make a kitchen. And also, I made those out of steel. Whoops. Right. Do I want to make a kitchen? I think I probably want to make a kitchen. Will I put the kitchen in the freezer? No. And I don't want the kitchen in the Great Hall because that's going to cause problems in terms of ugliness, because workstations are pretty ugly. I think... yeah, you're an even-spaced room. Let's make you odd for a start. Freezer is now bigger. We'll stick a door in here, and we'll make a kitchen. Look at me go. Doing some nice design work. Lots of doors. And that should sort them out for that. Now, I'm not going to put nice flooring in here. I will actually put nice flooring in the freezer though, because believe it or not, it does help. But not in here or here yet, because we're going to need to be chopping down trees and stuff anyway. And then once a lot of this is prepared, I'll put some sleeping spots in the Great Hall for now as well. And once that's prepared, we'll start building some houses and other things we're going to need as well. Alright, so as usual, we also need to look at work. Everyone can pretty much do everything, which is fantastic. You're a passionate manager, so why don't we make you the manager? Even though you're only 1 point less than the other person, but you are passionate, so that's not going to matter. Everyone, firefighters. Everyone, patients. Everyone, bed rests. Who is our doctor? You? Are you our doctor? Yes, you will be our doctor. Everyone, flicks. Who is our social butterfly? The man is our social butterfly. Who is our best animal person? I know we have a best animal person. It's the man. There you go. Who's our best cook? It is me. So I am doing cooking. I'm also passionate about cooking. I'm passionate about cooking in real life too. How about that? Who's our hunter? Definitely me. But I'll put me on 2 for that. Construction is you. So you need to be our constructor. You're going to want to warden and handle, but all these will probably not happen as often as construction, which means you're going to be constructing first anyway most of the time. Everyone is on repair duty. Who's our grower? You are our grower. And I mean, you can do some secondary growing just so you can keep your skills alive, I suppose, if you're not doing anything. Everyone can plant cut as usual. We'll make it a medium priority thing. And everyone can mine on a low priority, but who's our main miner? No one really. Does anybody have any? Yeah, those 2 are interested in it. So if you're going to be growing, you're not going to be growing or picking all the time, so we'll make you our miner as well. Smithing. You are our smith. We never got to do smithing before, but it's a thing that exists. Tailoring. You are our tailor as well. Art. You are our artist. So you're going to do art as well. So you're going to be Rorax is going to be doing a lot of the construction, as well as cooking, but we'll have to make sure that actually, well, it doesn't matter if they're on 1, because they are on the right of cooking. You'll notice that I've started paying attention to higher and lower priority. Thank you, Draconic Rose, for pointing this out. It's no longer considered meta, because these 2 labels didn't used to exist here, and I've just been ignoring them in the latest beta versions. These 2 labels, higher priority, lower priority. So it is considered part of it, so you know what, may as well use it. Crafting. I kind of don't want to burden Rorax with everything, so we'll make one of these people you are... you're the only one that has any kind of interest in it. We'll put crafting on 2. Hauling, everyone hauls in the beginning. We'll probably make that a lower priority later. Everyone cleans as a medium. Who's our researcher? You are our researcher, the man. And you can have it as a medium priority. Great. I think we've got our work tab sorted out. Right. So I guess we press play and just see what everything happens, huh? Oh, something we should do right in the beginning so they have something to do is we'll put a simple stockpile zone here, and I'm immediately going to make a second one though. Because what we're going to do, put the second one over here. Like that. But this one, no, there it is. We are going to clear all. And raw resources, no, foods, meals and raw food. And then on this one, we're going to turn off food. Okay? So all the food's going to go in there already and everything else will go over there. And we should probably do some plant cutting. Cut plants. Remember, cut plants is everything, so the trees will be harvested as part of the process. You don't have to specifically do chop wood. It's just that when you're dragging over with cut plants, you'll see that it covers a lot more things than just chop wood. Alright, now you should have some stuff to do. Oh, I didn't even notice we did have survival stuff over here, and I think literally everyone has cryosleep. This time? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and how old is everyone? 621 in pod years, 641 in pod years, and 114 in pod years. So heck, you are the youngest. Oh, something. Take that corner off. And that corner off. Just saving resources where I can. Turns out that everything ends up rounder because of it, but that's kind of nice anyway, right? What are you doing, Rorax? You are hauling wood, good. You are hauling steel, that is also good. And the man, you are constructing, as you should be. Great, let's speed this along. And before I do that, actually, where do you go? Furniture. Sleeping spots. Here, here, here. Good, everyone can sleep. And, like I forgot last time, the dog can sleep there. Cool. So I'll be back once we have things in order. Our first night, everyone is so peaceful. We're getting along with the Great Hall as well, which is nice. And lots of stuff moved in here, and food moved in here. I did notice we have some extra steel out here, don't let me forget. I won't haul it in right now, because I want some other stuff getting done by those colonists. We also apparently started next to an ancient danger again. So where is that? Right there. It's a small ancient danger. Doesn't mean it's any less dangerous, though. Which is a thing to be careful about. But yes, we are working diligently on everything. Lots of wood getting cut down. Rorax will, after doing some plant cutting, probably get back to... Not Rorax, who's our constructor? I think it's the man. Yes, the man will get back to building. There he goes. So, lots of stuff happening. And then as soon as this gets built and a roof put on it, I'm going to build a kitchen. We're also going to need to make a butcher's table. There goes the roof. So we've got a covered area for our food now. Doesn't have cooling yet, but of course that comes later. We also are out of wood, so... Guys, can you get me some more wood? Thank you very much. Oh, look at you go. You're all wonderful. You're so much better than my last group. Even I'm better than myself from the last group. If you could just finish the Great Hall, that would be great, the man. Thank you very much. Cool. Right. So. Probably want... I've already done something pretty derpy. And that's not make enough room for the butcher's table in here. And I think I made you out of steel. I don't think you have a choice. No, you don't. Don't know why I thought I had a choice for a moment. What about the butcher's table? Here. No, we won't put it there. Put it here. And Make sure a couple of stools get built as well. You'll see that I'm doing things in different orders now as well. It's just because things are getting done so much quicker with this group. It's so much more reliable just to say do it and they get it done. Right, what's next? We have that and that. We're going to need to do some hunting. Sorry, turtle, because the dog needs to be fed. The dog will eat our survival packages unless we make kibble, which is why I'm doing the butcher's bench so quickly. But that should be fine. I didn't tell them to equip stuff, did I? No, but it'll be over here because they're lovely. Who's the best shooter? 7, 0, me. Alright. Equip that. The man, you can equip the pistol. And you won't fight, but we'll make you carry the knife for now anyway. And I'm going to do some hunting. Go me. Oh yeah, the other things we need to set up. Growing zones. Growing zones. We can make them nice and large this time. 11. 11. It doesn't quite fit. We'll make it fit. Delete zones. I'd prefer this to be a nice even grid. There we go. 11. 11, and finally. Good. And as last time, we'll say heal root. Yes, it was skill 8, as I thought. Potato plant, that's good. Rice. Rice. And cotton. Where are you, cotton? There you are, right under my mouse pointer. And differently to last time, again, because I think we can get away with it, I'm going to lay some concrete. Concrete is not very nice looking, but it does speed up the movement of the pawns walking on it. So that's a benefit. That way they can walk back and forward from the growing zone quickly, which is nice. It also gives the man something to do once he's built everything. Go. Thank you, the man. Next up, we want to make a couple more zones. First zone will be a dumping stockpile for dead animals. That can go right here. You will be a corpse graveyard for animals. Thank you very much. Do not allow rotten. Chunks are banned. Weapons are banned. I should have just cleared all, but it works. Great. And then we'll put another zone down. Dumping stockpile. Where? Where though? Like here? No. Like, basically, where are we going to put the rotten corpses if we have some? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just put it out of sight, out of mind over here. You need to be higher priority than this one, which will take just corpses, please. Not mechanoid ones, though. And allow rotten. Okay, great. And final dumping stockpile. This one can go over here for now, until I have a better spot to put it. And you will be for chunks. Chunks are things like this and like this. Slag steel chunks and big granite chunks, which can be used as a resource, which is why I'm keeping it so close. But it's because I want to move these out of the buildings. So when they can, they will move them out, and I'll move those as well. Great. Everyone is so official. Don't start fights. Why'd you start a fight? I'm gonna arrest one of you. I can't arrest one of you. Rax, why can't you arrest one of them? Okay, never mind. They'll get over it. They always do. But it probably affected their mood. Experiencing acute pain. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. That's probably because of the artery blockage and all the bruises. Why'd you guys have to fight? Making things difficult. Insulted shared bedroom in little pain, slept on ground, ate without table. Yeah, we'll get that sorted in a second, guys, don't worry. But I think we'll have to do that next time. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!